Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Fish, Learn, Repeat. I'm your host, Brandon Hewitt. I've been filming fishing videos now for a while, and I've experimented with a lot of different stuff. We got the hat mount, we've got the chest mount, we've got the bite mount that saved me in a pinch, and I just picked up a neck mount. Let's go ahead and open this and I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, they are here for us. It's got a little scan code. It's wrapped in cardboard bubble wrap. That's interesting. It's kind of heavy. It's heavier than I thought it would be. Oh, look how it's wrapped up. That is interesting. Oh, it's like moldable. You see that? Almost like, I like that. That's cool. I thought it was going to be like a hard piece of plastic, but you can actually adjust it. You know, if you, let's see here. It won't fit over my head. My head's too big. But it has an open button here, and it just comes open. So you can put it over your neck, click it, it clicks in place. And now if you want it like real low, oops, I got it on backwards. Click it back in place. You want it low. You want to adjust it so it sits higher up towards your chin. You want to, that's cool. I really like that function. How you can adjust it. And then real easy, just push the button and it comes off. It says it's magnetic, but it also has these clips. So it magnets in there, but it won't come off unless you push these two little buttons, and then it comes right off. I like that too. That's awesome. So it's got the regular GoPro mount. So you can take a GoPro. Oh, the wings are all floppy. Stick it in there. Tighten the clamp. Ta-da! Just like that. You can hang it upside down if you want it to be lower. I also have this super cool phone mount. You know, if you're just on like a quick creek session or you forget the GoPro, you're just out fishing and you want to film, you always have your phone on you. Snap this in there like so. And then you would just snap your phone right in there. Boop. Same thing. This thing's gonna be super cool. Let's take it out and see what the footage looks like.
Fish, learn, repeat.
There might not be any other kayakers out here. It was really windy today. So hopefully the wind dies down. It's supposed to right around 7 or so, right as it gets dark. But we're gonna go try and catch us a couple anyways. It's kind of a bonus. I can set my hat out like this, get some B-roll. But I can do the same thing with the chest mount. You just take it out, set it up. The angle is definitely different. So here's my hands. See, with the hat, I can actually like look around and look down. The chest piece is just kind of hanging, you know, hanging from my chest like this. So in order for me to get a shot of anything that I'm doing that's not out here, I have to like manually move it around and like hold it while I'm trying to do stuff with one hand. It makes it kind of hard to get like a really good like angle at stuff using the chest mount. The hat mount, you just turn your head and that's where you're looking, just like that. can see here I got my hat set up for some B-roll, and then the neck mount set up for some B-roll. But it takes a little extra like finagling to get it level. But I can set this up here and I don't really have to worry about the wind blowing it off, where my hat, if I set it down, it'll catch the wind quite a bit heavier. So oh, my water. See, I don't think this chest mount was able to catch that. And you just got to look around and get the B-roll that you want, but the neck mount makes that kind of tough. Oh, that wind is kicking, boys. Whew. So if you have a paddle kayak, you can see how the chest mount, you know, the neck mount, it kind of goes back and forth. I don't know how that's going to look in the footage, but it doesn't, I doubt it's going to look very good. Let's see here, we're about, it says we're 3 feet deep. We could probably drop the kickers. Kickers, release the rudder. Let's get under foot pedal control. There we go. Now that's a little smoother. You know, I still think for kayak fishing, the angle from up top here is going to be better than from my chest. You're probably only seeing like my legs and my feet from the chest mount, where the head mount, you know, I can look around, you can see more things. It's like probably a better angle. So I can get down here, you can see me put this on. The chest strap is just gonna miss all the action. It's very important action to capture me strapping in my paddle. So I bought this neck strap because I see all the YouTubers fishing with this neck strap, and it, not gonna lie, it makes it a lot easier. All you have to do is throw a GoPro on it, throw it around your neck, and go. You don't have to like worry about messing with a hat or retrofitting a hat or wearing a hat. You want to do your hair up nice and pretty, you don't even have to wear a hat. You can just go straight on out to fishing without a hat on. You know, let the world see those beautiful golden locks of yours. But is it even feasible for kayak fishing? I don't have like another person videotaping me, you know, for a second angle. So if my GoPro doesn't pick it up, you guys are just not going to get to see it, most likely. When I'm trying to create content, I'm trying to bring you guys into the story. So we're going to see if that's even possible from a kayak with the neck mount, because the angle's different, the view is different, right? So I can put my hat on, I can look at my bait over here, you can see it. In order for to see anything on this neck mount, is I have to put it right in front of my chest. Like, I can't just look at it. So if I want to shoot some B-roll of me drinking my water, I have to like, or if a fish jumps, like that just happened over there, I can't really show that with the chest mount unless I do some weird stuff, you know? So I don't know, we'll see how it works. It looks like we're gonna be able to get out of the wind a little bit because it's coming from that way, and we got this shoreline. You see how easy that was with the hat? So with the chest mount, I'm gonna have to say, okay, so with this shoreline, you know, point it like this, and then twist this shoreline here. See, so it is possible. You just have to be very aware of what you're doing when you have this neck mount on. Otherwise the footage is gonna look like crap. But you have to do that with the hat too, because if I'm fishing, and I did this mistake a lot in my early YouTube fishing videos, you know, like if I make a cast and I hear or see something over here, I can't look at it because my hat is this focus. So if I look over here real quick and then I get a bite and I look back, and it just ruins the whole shot. It makes you dizzy. You know, it's real hard to watch a video when I'm looking all over the place and you're like, oh my gosh, what's going on? So that's the problem with the hat. You don't really have to worry about that too much with the neck mount, because I can actually turn my head and look around, but this view stays straight and forward. Oh, there's a fish already. He hammered it quick. Oh, that was awesome. My drag is not set. That's a nice bass. There we go. There we go, guys. Look at it, just like it's supposed to. That bait comes right up the line. All that's left in that fish's face is the hook. Whew, yes sir, look at that. So this is another thing. The hat mount, I have to hold the fish up here. You can see it's nice and, oh wow, look at that growth. Whoa. But if I want to get it in the chest mount, I have to like sit back and make sure my legs are out of the way and then hold it up for the chest like that. So it is possible. For an underwater release, I can just take my hat off, you know, and get down in there right in the fish's face, get that good release. So with the neck mount, I'm gonna have to like take it off, you know, and then get down in here, get that face shot. There she goes. Put that sucker back on. Ta-da, and we are recording. So another thing with the hat, I can take the hat off and talk to myself, but my hair's all messed up. With the neck piece, when I have it off, I can do the same thing, but I don't have to worry about my hair being messed up. If I have a second angle like this camera, my GoPro is in every one of these shots. You know, I don't know, it kind of looks ridiculous. I'm talking to you, but you see a big old GoPro on my head. Where if the GoPro's on my chest, I can actually wear a different hat, you know, something like this, where there's no way I can mount a GoPro to this, but this keeps me protected from the sun. You know, it's a little bit easier to, it's a little more natural. You know, you're not, when you're talking to me and I'm talking to you, you can see, yeah, obviously you're not talking to me. I'm on a TV or a phone screen. But when I'm talking to you, you can see my eyes. You're focused on like me talking more than seeing a big old GoPro on my hat. So I do like that aspect of the neck mount. And this hat's way more comfortable because there's not that extra weight from the GoPro on a hat, which is also another minus point for the GoPro on a hat. Look, the weeds already. Oh, I got a whole bunch of these. Look at that, now, like 22 feet deep. So a benefit to the chest mount is if you stand up, you can still see everything. So if you're gonna stand and fish from a kayak, the chest mount will work pretty well. Dang it. I just saw a fish up there too jump. I just spooked him away. But then as soon as you sit down and paddle some more, you're stuck looking at my feet. There's a fish. Yeah. Oh, he's barely hooked. Got him. Yes. Golly, Plane, you are loud. Right in the corner of the mouth. I let him eat it a little bit too. Woo! Another beautiful little bass. Woo! right at the boat. Oh, that was awesome. He's not done. Got him! Yes! So that's going to be a really interesting fish catch to see the difference between these two cameras. Because I was standing up and facing that fish. And I see him blowing up over here. We should be able to get, like, the chest mount has no excuses for that one. I was standing up. It'll be interesting to see what they look like in the footage. But for kayak fishing, you guys, I'll put a lot of this footage side by side or one and then the other. I don't know. I'll have to see what looks best. And I'll let you guys decide whether or not you want to buy one of these chest mounts or neck mounts per se, because it's not really a chest mount. I do like it better than the strap, which is the chest mount. Like, it's a lot more comfortable to wear. It was hot today. Like, my GoPro even overheated a couple times. And the neck mount is definitely a lot better, for sure. And just depending on the way you want it to look, do you want it to be here? Do you want this view, like, of the reel while you're reeling in? Or do you want more of like an overhead view that you get from the hat? One thing that I think the footage is going to show for sure is that sitting down in a kayak, the footage doesn't look the best. So you kind of got to stand up and fish it. Oh yeah, he came out and ate it. That was awesome. Jump, baby. That was so cool. That was super cool. Got him, yes. Woo, I watched him just come out. He came out, oh, bam, got it. Right in the roof of the mouth. Look how deep that is. They are inhaling this thing. That was a little smaller than the last one, but it's so much fun. They are inhaling this bait. Whoop. And that will be another really good one, because I was actually just talking about like standing up, the difference between the hat mount and the chest mount, and pow, slammed it. Thank you, fish. You couldn't have bit at a better time. That was perfect. But there are bugs all over the place. We are getting eaten up. So it's time to call it, guys. So the pros for the chest mount, you don't have to like worry about moving your head around. I don't know if you like this view better. It's more like from the reel perspective. It's a lot lighter. Like the hat gets heavy after a long day of wearing that hat. And they are blowing up right behind me, right where I just left them. Just left all those fish. It's too dark though. I got to get back. I got to get back.
What kind of fish do you catch?
Mostly bass.
Big ones?
No. Mostly small ones, yeah.
Okay.